Loud, strong, and wrong. Married to medicine. This show, I tell you guys, first of all, I'm Mrchalaki. Yes, I do. Reviews, recaps, whatever you want to call it. I call them reviews, child, of some of your favorite reality shows, darling. Preferably the black ones, but I dibble and dabble in all different kinds. How about that? Speaking of kinds, heavenly kinds. Damon Kimes. Ooh, what's going on? Let's get with the looks. Married to Medicine is notorious for having a theme and nobody follows it. Um, I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't have one stylist or two stylists that do all the looks for the ladies. I don't understand. Um, I just want to know what's the conversations. And when it comes to wardrobe, well, there is none. There is none. Um, Everybody looks different as usual. I mean, collectively sitting there looking at them, they all look like a bunch of Easter eggs. You know, pastel colors. Best dressed, I guess Quad. I like the purple blue dress that she had. She usually has something with one arm out, like a strap over here, some stuff. It was nice. I thought the dress looked like icing on a cake. Um, the hair was whatever. The makeup, the eyeshadow was a little heavy. Um, but overall, Quad looked the best in my opinion. Second best look was actually Dr. Contessa. Although I'm not really sure what was going on with the top of the dress and the boob area. It was like pinching. It seemed like it was tight in this part. But I thought she looked great. She looked good in gold. Um, Dr. Simone, ridiculous. It literally looked like toilet paper. And I guess she was the pile of, it just, it just, it was the fool. It was the fool, guys. Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea had the best hair and makeup. The pictures wasn't the best, but in person, her hair and makeup was beautiful. Sweet Tea looked stunning. Um, and I like the color dress. That's my favorite color. The color that she had on, seafoam, that turquoise type color. Um, but the style of the dress, the cut of the dress was the fool. It was ridiculous. It was horrible. But her dress was still better than Simone's. Jackie, whatever. Heavenly, whatever. They look nice. They look nice. Yeah. Toya Bush Harris. That pink color was pretty on her. Toya always looks nice. She always looks nice and clean. But Toya dresses. Toya likes to wear a lot of elaborate kind of couture type clothing. But a lot of times those type of garments only looks good on model type bodies. Somebody who's more tall and slender. I sometimes wish that her and Dr. Contessa would swap dresses or something. Because Toya is a shorter lady and thicker. And so with you wearing these kind of elaborate, wide set type dresses, it just makes you look bigger, and shorter. And so I'm sure that's not what she's going for. So yeah. Anything else as far as the looks? No. Phaedra read them from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. Phaedra said a lot of things that somebody like me can't say. I'm a man, black man. So, there's certain things that I'm just not going to go too far left with saying certain things about, women or whatever. Unless I'm tried to the inch of my life. But, usually I just try to take the more, route because, it's not okay to say a bunch of stuff. I'm not saying I won't if it's warranted, but, it's just, I don't want to go there and create a whole thing. Oh, it's just, what it gives. But Phaedra read them. And one thing that I fully agree with her on is I don't want to be around them because I like people who like me. And I'm never going to be in a space around people who don't like me. I'm never going to try to make people feel comfortable or whatever around people who mistreat me and don't like me. Like, that's me all day. I'm never going to be put in a position where I'm around a bunch of people who don't really like me. Why would I trust you with anything? Why would I talk to you? Why would I indulge? Why? And they're all sitting up here still confused. Oh, we open face, we'll open the holes, whatever. Phaedra's not innocent. Phaedra done did a lot of wrong. She probably gonna continue to do wrong. So she's definitely not innocent. But the way that y'all did her this season was awful. Was awful. Y'all skated. Y'all let her skate the first season, and then this season you just tried to dump her in the trash. And they kept talking about the whole Apollo thing. Oh, well, she knew about the Apollo thing. She knew. I'm just like, well, what was she supposed to say? Y'all asking her to bring Apollo. If she would have said, no, I don't want them there, y'all still would have brought them probably. And then if y'all didn't bring them, y'all would have made a big deal about that. Oh, well, Phaedra, you must have feelings for Apollo. Y'all would have made that a storyline. So you can't really win for losing on these kind of shows. You really can't. Let me see. What else they talked about? They got on Toya being the most honest in the crew. They say, I agree with that for the most part. Toya was very nasty to Sweet Tea at the reunion. Toya was sitting directly beside Sweet Tea. She said, if I could change anything about tonight, it would be my seating, but she has nowhere else to go. And her and Sweet Tea started to go back and forth. I was very disappointed in Miss Quad with all that eyeshadow on this reunion. Because they completely... Letitia started to bring up that Toya wanted her to go against Quad, right? And Quad was sitting there talking to her because we all know how Quad was treated last season. And then Quad somehow flipped it back on Letitia because she's cool back with the crew and said, yeah, but at your bachelorette party, I bought a gift and I welcomed you with open arms and you still put me out. Letitia was just like, well, girl, I didn't know you. The entire cast was against you at the time. The entire cast was telling you not to be around and what you want to come around for. And so T put Quad out to keep the peace in that moment. But this is y'all duty. Y'all couldn't come for Phaedra because she's not there. So y'all making it y'all mission to attack Sweet Tea all at once. That's what y'all do. But Sweet Tea, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because they're going to self-destruct. When you and Dr. G leave the show, they're going to move on to somebody else. And then they're going to move back on each other. It's just, this is the dynamics of the show. You know, I've said this many times. I don't understand. Y'all are fighting the wrong enemies. The enemies on Married to Medicine are the producers. The fact that y'all ladies have given Bravo so much material. Y'all have been on for 11 years. Y'all a standalone show, an independent show. And yet they can't even take y'all out the country for nothing. The Married to Medicine can be so much better than what it is, just as a whole. But y'all too busy going back and forth. Y'all allow these producers to whisper in y'all ear. Y'all go against each other when they are actually the enemies. Because the fact that they save all their budget and just use it for the housewives and other shows and skip over y'all, that should tell y'all everything y'all need to know. But, you know, it's insane. It's insane. You know, I didn't like the tone of the reunion. They just kept kind of coming at Sweet Tea and putting her below them. And it just made me feel some kind of way. You know, I don't enjoy people who make other people feel as if they're beneath them. At one point in the reunion, Simone, she went over to Sweet Tea So Toya and Sweet Tea was going back and forth, and Simone came over to Sweet Tea trying to. I don't know what the hell she was trying to do. She's talking to Sweet Tea. Oh yeah, I just want us to have some real conversations right now. Toya's still going off, like, talking loud, but she can't. It's always a thing of calming Sweet Tea down. It's always a thing of trying to put Sweet Tea in her place. Whether Sweet Tea is wrong or not, there's been times Sweet Tea wrong. There's been times she's been loud. There's been times she been a little aggressive physically and stuff. I'm not taking away anything that Sweet Tea has done on this show. But as a whole, y'all used that girl for a storyline these past 2 seasons. You used her, brought her in, welcomed her with open arms, making her feel like y'all are really her friend. And now y'all are back cool with Quad and y'all are dumping her in the trash. And that's the bigger thing here. Y'all hold on to little stuff. Oh, Quad is jealous of Sweet Tea. And y'all do this kind of petty stuff. Y'all hold on to one thing and then drag it out and make that a big issue. When the bigger issue is what y'all are doing. It's strategic, it's strategy what y'all are doing to new people on this show. And eventually it's going to catch up to you. It definitely is. It definitely is. What else happened? Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly. I don't care, really. Dr. Contessa, she's back on the show. She created a storyline for Dr. Heaven for herself with the whole Dr. Heavenly back and forth thing. Now they're back cool. Will they be friends like how they was? I don't know, but I like Dr. Contessa overall. She's probably one of the most realist ones. She's probably she seems like one of the most kindest people on the show, genuinely. But Dr. Contessa, she's fake too, because she flipped. 1 minute she's for Quad and King, the next minute she for T and Dr. G, and it's just a mess. I'm not taking away nothing Dr. G did. Dr. G is everything that they say he is, for sure. But at the end of the day, what happened is what happened. It's something always stems from something else. You can't say that, oh, this person is more wrong than this one when they all do stuff to each other. That's all I'm saying. It's not fair. Oh, life is not fair. Duh. But it's not fair to, just because you cool with somebody, to excuse all their wrong that they do. And when a person defends themselves, oh, they're more wrong. Oh, you're overreacting. Oh, you're taking it too far. Oh. But what about this that happened? This stuff that happened right in your face, and we're saying that it didn't happen. It's craziness. Married to Medicine is a hot mess. It really is. Listen, I'm never going to say get rid of the show because I enjoy these shows. Overall, I'm always going to support a black show. And I've been watching Married to Medicine since the beginning. But y'all need to change something up. I don't know if y'all need to get rid of certain producers, get rid of certain cast members. I don't know. But this first reunion, it kept my attention, but it was a lot. Oh, Dr. Simone and Quad. Dr. Simone is ridiculous. Thinking that Quad owed her the information of who she was with, which was King. She brought up the fact that she's been with King a year and she didn't bring it up to her. But y'all were not friends. Y'all were not speaking. Dr. Simone, I appreciate Dr. Simone because she works for her check, unlike Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie don't do nothing. Like I said, I think Dr. Jackie should just come on the infomercials and give us doctor facts and information, which are very important. I think that's what she should do. She shouldn't be a cast member because she does nothing for the check. Nothing. So I appreciate Dr. Simone in that aspect. But Dr. Simone cares way too much about the friendships on this show. Like, she has nothing else to do. Clearly. She need to pick up some more hours or something. Because the way that she goes off and works for that dollar, you work too hard, Dr. Simone. Come on now. You got steady paychecks coming in. You got the good 401k, the pension. You a real life doctor, girl. You is You still got the most energy for this show. Because I just don't get it. She gets so upset. And I'll be like, girl, it's a mess. Let me think. Anything else that happened? Nothing comes to mind. I didn't take notes. I just watched the reunion twice, and I'm just speaking about it. But I was over it after a while because of how they was, and every time Sweet Tea spoke, it would, no matter who she was talking to, Heavenly making her comments, saying slick stuff on the side. It's just, oh, this is not the show for new people. Clearly, it's just not. You're gonna be treated like a dog. It's just gonna be interesting if Dr. Mimi and Steven stay. What's gonna happen with them next season? I don't know. Anyway, I'm Mrchalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsor on Instagram and Twitter, at Iskinsor89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, TikTok, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.